Hello, everybody. Welcome to Why We Love Horror Trivia. We're back in the mix of doing some singles competitions, and I paired together two folks that I thought would match well together. So this will probably just be, we're doing standalone matches. There'll be another match either before or after this, released around the same time, but I'm excited about this singles match. Coming in first, chose to come in first, and in a Why We Love Horror Trivia first, Jess Castner brought along a manager. Surprise, it's Robert Castner. How you guys doing today?
Pretty good. Having a good Sunday so far. How about you, John?
I'm settling down. It's a good Sunday, but I'm ready to slow things down. Maybe watch a little bit of football. But my team's on late tonight, so I have all day.
Yeah.
Robert, how are you?
I'm good. I'm not in a normal spot, but I like to make history. We like to make history here. Why We Live Horror Trivia. And if anybody else wants management services, just grease the wheels a little. And you got it.
It's true. All right. Well, I'm excited to have a manager here. So we'll see how this works out. Maybe we'll get more managers in the future. But someone who didn't bring a manager, he didn't think to bring one. Didn't feel he needed one. The philosopher Kevin Poss, he's here. Next time we'll get you a manager, bud. How you feeling?
I'm feeling all right. I would have to really get on my knees and beg somebody to manage me. Haven't done that well in this league. I just feel my horror trivia knowledge. It's working on its way up there. I've been watching some movies, so especially with this month being Halloween and stuff. So hopefully I've retained some stuff, and we'll see. Yeah.
I hope so too. Robert, we're going to say goodbye to you. We'll see you when round 2 rolls around. We'll drop you backstage for now. Put you up here. We'll talk about round number 1. Round number 1 in singles is always the speed round. Prior to the match, both sides drafted 4 categories, and I wrote 8 one-point questions in the order those categories were drafted. I'll read a question. 10 seconds will pass. I'll read another question, and I'll keep doing that until I've read all 8 questions. The round ends 10 seconds after I read the last question, unless somebody wants to use one of the 3 repeats I'm going to give them. They can just use one of those repeats, and then the round doesn't become a speed round anymore. Now I'll repeat any questions you want, and I'll give you 20 seconds to clean up your board, but it will cost you a repeat. In the event a player answers all 8 questions correctly, there's a 9th bonus question. Any questions before we get started? All right,
Nope.
Make sure your boards are numbered 1 through 8, and we'll start with question number 1, which is in the category of James Wan.
Good luck, Jess.
In The Conjuring, who plays Carolyn Perrin, the mother of the affected family? I think Hunter asked me this question way back in the day and when he had the league. Your next question is coming to Halloween franchise, and it's simply who has directed the most entries in the Halloween franchise? There's a clear winner in this debate. Who has done the most? Moving on to the Tremors franchise. What is the nickname given to the inactive volcano in Tremors Shrieker Island? But all the way to the last Tremors movie for a question. Your 4th question is in movies directed by Darren Lynn Bousman. The opening scene of Spiral takes place during what holiday? And going on to movies that have Vera Farmiga in them. What U.S. state serves as the setting for Orphan? And then another actor, Bruce Campbell. What's the name of the talking teddy bear that is the hot-selling item in the store in Black Friday? I love this thing. Moving on to 2000s actor filmography. Name either actor that appears in, I shouldn't put both, that appears in 2001 Maniacs, Hatchet, and Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. There's 2 actors that did this. They're both in all 3 of these movies. And your final question in movie release dates. What year saw the release of Frank Oz's The Little Shop of Horrors, David Cronenberg's The Fly, and Chopping Mall? All right, and your chance to use a repeat will expire in 5.
Go ahead and use it.
Okay, which question would you like repeated, Kevin?
Go ahead and do number 6.
Number 6, Bruce Campbell. What's the name of the sad talking teddy bear that's the hot selling item in the store in Black Friday? And you have 20 seconds from right now to finish your answers. And we'll go to 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pen is down. We'll go to the answers now. We'll start with Jess. What do you got?
I got one is, oh, this is going to be bad. Let me turn my back off. I'm sorry. I thought I
That's
needed
okay.
it. My first one is Lily Taylor. My second answer is wrong, but I put Rob Zombie. My third one, I put the Devil's Punch Bowl. My fourth, I put Thanksgiving. My fifth, I put some sort of snowy state, Oregon. My sixth, I put Down in the Dumps. My seventh, I had no idea. My eighth, I put 1982.
And Kevin.
I said Vera Farmiga, John Carpenter, I said Mount Trimmer. I meant to change that. I said Christmas was the holiday, Virginia as the state, Tearful Teddy, couldn't think of it, Ryan Reynolds, and 1986.
Okay, at the end of round 1, I have Jess in the lead 2-1. Carolyn Perrin is played by Lily Taylor. David Gordon Green directed the last 3 Halloween movies. The Devil's Punch Bowl is the volcano in Shrieker Island. The opening scene of Spiral takes place on Independence Day, July 4th. Orphan takes place in Connecticut. The teddy bear's name just was kind of close. He's Dower Dennis. Dower Dennis.
Yeah, good call.
Okay.
The guys who were in all 3 of those movies, either Robert Englund or Kane Hodder, Freddie or Jason, they're both in all 3 of those movies. And Kevin, you're right. 86 is the year of those 3 movies. So that being said, we're going to move on to round number 2, which is the wheel round. All 8 of those categories are now in a wheel. Player in the lead has the option to choose the order of play in this round. Both sides are going to get one chance to spin that wheel. When the wheel spun, you can either take the category you land on, or you could use your one respin. Of course, whatever that lands on is you're stuck with. Once the category is locked in, that person gets 5 2-point questions in that category. You can get multiple choice. You don't know the answer right away. That makes the question worth 1 point. 15 seconds per question to answer, and you have 2 repeats of the options available. But if you get a question wrong, look out, because the opposing side can steal. So we'll bring Jess's manager back in, and we can decide. Jess, you want to spin first or second?
How do you feel about the wheel, hun, and your performance? Do you want
let's
to
bring that wheel in? Actually, the new fangled wheel. Categories in the wheel, just to remind you guys: James Wan directed the Halloween franchise, the Tremors franchise. Darren Lynn Bousman directed. Vera Farmiga acted. Bruce Campbell acted. The 2000s actor filmographies and movie release dates.
You asked me 2 questions. How do I feel about the wheel? And then how do I feel about my performance?
Yes.
Well, for my performance, I'm kind of sad. The wheel is pretty cool. It's not terrible. There are some things in there, of course, that I'd want to spin away from, but
do you want to sit back and let him answer? Maybe take something off, or do you want to go first?
Let's do that.
You want to defer?
Yeah, I'll defer.
Okay. We'll defer.
All right, Kevin, here's your first spin.
All right.
Put the wheel back on. We're running the wheel today. It looks like it's landing on, unless it keeps spinning. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
I'm going to spin again.
All right. It lingers for a while. All right, you're getting 2000s actor filmography data questions. So we will just put that wheel back for a minute. Edit this part out while I copy and paste those in. Give me a second. Let me pause the recording. Boom. An error occurred. All right, that's not good.
There it is.
There we go. And we're back. All right. Kevin, you ready for your 2000s actor filmography questions?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to just name basically 3 movies. You're going to tell me the actor or actress that appears in them. Here's your first question. What actor appears in 2003's The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, 2006's Pulse, and The Ruins?
Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, Arlie Ermey, B, Jonathan Tucker, C, Ian Somerhalder, or D, Sam Levine?
A.
A is incorrect. Jess, chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, R. Lee Ermey, B, Jonathan Tucker, C, Ian Somerhalder, or D, Sam Levine?
Is it C, Ian Somerhalder?
That's also incorrect. It is B, Jonathan Tucker.
Hmm.
All right, Kevin, your second question. What actress appears in Freddy vs. Jason, Bones, and Ginger Snaps?
I can only think of one. Let me do multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, Monica Keena, B, Mimi Rogers, C, Pam Grier, or D, Catherine Isabel?
Pam Grier.
That is incorrect. Jess, chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, Monica Keena, B, Mimi Rogers, C, Pam Grier, or D, Catherine Isabel?
Is it D, Catherine Isabel?
She is in all three of those movies. That is correct.
Cool.
Your third question. What actor appears in Joyride, Hostel, and Quarantine?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Jay Hernandez, B, Paul Walker, C, Steve Zahn, or D, Greg German?
Paul Walker.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1-point steal, Jess. Is it A, Jay Hernandez, B, Paul Walker, C, Steve Zahn, or D, Greg German?
Is it Steve Zahn?
That is also incorrect. It's Jay Hernandez. Jay
Okay.
Hernandez. Your fourth question. Which actress appears in Resident Evil, Blood Rain, and The Breed?
Go multiple.
Is it A, Mila Jovovich, B, Ali Larder, C, Michelle Rodriguez, or D, Kristanna Loken? Or Kristanna Loken, I'm sorry.
Ali Larder.
That's incorrect. Chance for a 1-point steal, Jess. Is it A, Mila Jovovich, B, Ali Larder, C, Michelle Rodriguez, or D, Kristanna Loken?
I'm going to go A, Mila Jovovich.
That's also incorrect. It's C, Michelle Rodriguez. Is in all of those. Your final question, almost done.
I know, right?
Here appears in The Dark, Silent Hill, and the 2007 remake of The Hitman.
Multiple.
A, Viggo Mortensen, B, Sean Bean, C, Michael Wincott, or D, Julian Sands?
Julian Sands.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1-point steal, Jess. Is it A, Viggo Mortensen, B, Sean Bean, C, Michael Wincott, or D, Julian Sands?
Is it B, Sean Bean?
Sean Bean is the correct answer.
Damn it.
He is the titular hitcher in The Hitcher. Yes. All right. That being said, Jess getting her score up to 4 in that round. Kevin is still at 1. And we'll bring the wheel back in. Take that off the screen. Bring in our picker wheel. Bring in Robert. And here is your first spin. And you're going to get Bruce Campbell. You want to keep?
Man, this wheel loves that part of the
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely love that part.
really fucking dope. You have a lead. Do you feel good about your Bruce Campbell stuff, or do you want to try to spin again for something better?
I think I'd like to try to spin again.
Okay, yeah, because there's only like 1 or 2 things else that's here, right? You don't want. So
Hopefully it won't go for filmography or Bruce Campbell again. Let's see what it does.
Yeah.
Looks like the Tremors franchise is what we're going to get.
That's awesome. Trust
Move
yourself.
that.
Let's do it.
Pause the recording, and we'll just put Robert backstage. Oh, we can keep you here for a second. All right, so here we are. We're back. Tremors is. Robert will say goodbye to you for a little bit. We'll see you in a little bit. And we'll ask Jess some questions about Tremors. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Your first question. How many different directors have worked on the Tremors franchise?
Mm-hmm. 4.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. The explanation for why Travis does not appear in Shrieker Island is that he's in jail in Mexico. On what charge?
Selling drugs, shrooms.
I will accept that. That's correct. I have drug trafficking.
Drug
I'm sure
trafficking.
I'm sure that's part of it.
That's fair.
Your third question. Who plays gunfighter Black Hand Kelly in Tremors 4, The Legend Begins?
May I please have multiple?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
Is it A, Billy Drago, B, our friend Julian Sands, C, Titus Welliver, or D, Damon Harriman?
I'm going to say A.
A is correct for 1 point. Your fourth question. When Grady and Earl are fishing for graboids with remote-controlled cars in Tremors 2 Aftershocks, Earl uses what to protect himself from flying pieces of exploding graboid?
Believe that is an umbrella or a parasol.
That is correct. Here's where we stand. If you hit this question for any amount of points, it will be a knockout. So your final question. What is the first name of Val and Rhonda's daughter introduced in Tremors, A Cold Day in Hell?
Multiple, please.
All right. Is it A, Valeria, B, Valora, C, Valerie, or D, Valentina?
C.
And your winner, Jess Castner. Her name is Valerie. That is correct. So we will drop that question back and we'll go to post-match interviews, starting with Kevin. Kevin, it's I guess you kind of said it yourself at the beginning. You're getting there. You're working on it. You're a work in progress.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
That was those. I knew those were some of the worst categories for me coming in. I wish I would have had more time to work on the Bruce Campbell thing. That is something I might stick with, just because I like a lot of the movies in that category.
He's great.
Yeah, but even if she would have missed a lot of those Tremors questions, I was gonna have to guess on them. So that was bad. The filmography thing I've never been good at, so I was just stabbing in the dark there. So it's just, yeah, it seems to always kind of be that way for me. I kind of want to stick with maybe like movie release dates, things that I can build a little like confidence on, and then go from there. But yeah, it is what it is, and I at least got one right today, so that's
yeah, makes sense. I mean, we will have you back, whether it's in teams or singles. We don't retire people here unless they ask us to retire them. So we will definitely have you back. Is there anybody else you're looking to play?
Like I said, I would play my team partner Russell, and
I'm setting that up. That's happening.
I would have a rematch with Richie. That one went. I think that one went for like 20 overtime questions. So that would be. I'm trying to think of people like maybe on my level. So yeah,
we can make that happen.
Cool.
All right, Kevin, thanks for stopping by. It was a pleasure having you. We'll bring in today's winner and maybe Robert. Robert's not here at the moment, but Jess is here. Jess, how you feel?
I'm feeling pretty good, a little less shaky. So that was fun for sure. And I appreciate, Kevin, you opening my eyes to some new categories. You drafted some really cool ones, and I was excited to see some of the movies that I had seen in those categories that I was like, oh yeah, this is awesome. Get to kind of rewatch them a little bit. So not too bad, but it was wonderful to finally win.
Robert, anything to add?
I felt really good about where her place was. She only got a couple right in round one, but having the lead is important, and then getting the steals in that category, which data categories can be rough, especially given the extensiveness of what you can do. Yeah, especially here in this league. And then she got the category that was the best for her, honestly. So wheel spins were lucky-ish, but she put in the work, and I'm proud of her. She shows she can win. That's all I want. I want her confidence built. And it's building up. She's 500 now, and let's go. Take the lead.
I think we've accomplished that today. Does your confidence feel built, Jess?
It's getting there for sure. Thank you.
All right. Well, we're going to drop you guys back and put a bow on this match, but we'll see you guys both soon. that'll do it for Why We Love Horror this episode, at least. There's probably another episode. There's another episode the same day. We're just filming two, just releasing them separately. If you made this far in the video, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Go to the Facebook group Why We Love Horror. Go to the TikTok at WWL Horror, and watch the flagship shows at least. Watch this on Fridays. Watch Why We Love Horror on Mondays, and watch whatever else I put on the Facebook page, because I think we're going to see a lineup shift. I just don't know when this match is going to be released, so I don't want to promote shows I'm not doing anymore. That being said, see you next time. Why We Love Horror Trivia.
Game over.
I'll fucking kill you!